But is the dynamic of the two-wheeler market now changing? 3 years ago it was 100cc, then it became 110cc.
So those things will happen. Yes, obviously it will happen.
So is Hero Honda capable of moving up the ladder?
I'm sure they must be having that capability to develop. My interaction with the management tells me that they could go up to as high as 500, 600cc. Forget about 110, 120. Because now they'll have full freedom to design the product what they think is right. Whether it is competing with Honda or not, doesn't matter. What the market wants, what the global market wants, not the domestic market only. They can design and put it in the marketplace.
Why have you consciously stayed away from investing in Bajaj Auto?
Sir, I think I always went for leadership. In any field, I always like BPHP IOC.
Went for IOC, which is
I went for IOC. So this leadership somehow excites me. And the premium. When they are leader by large margin. I think in Bajaj, two things which are hugely appreciative is one, that their export effort has been very, very successful, and because I was busy with investing in Hero Honda, I missed that particular kind of upsurge of Bajaj. And second is their permanent franchise in three-wheeler.
Will you buy Maruti, because Maruti is also market leader, stock is beaten down?
So Maruti is one thing which we are watching very closely, and if at any point of time there is a 20% decline in the year-on-year car demand, or something happens in the market and breaks it down, or yen goes to 70, the hell will break loose in Maruti finances. If yen goes to 65, 70 very quickly, it will hurt the finances of because there is no pricing power in the short term, and the cost structure will unnecessarily go up. So there could be compression of margin if there is a sudden movement in yen. So that could because those franchises are perpetual. You can't create another Maruti in a very short run.
The franchise value is very strong.
Very strong. They have complete sellers market. Not sellers market, but the cost at which they deliver you mobility, personal mobility. It is very difficult for a newcomer, even if it is a Toyota. It is extremely tough because the kind of service network they have, the kind of install base they have, the kind of miniaturization of components they have, the ancillary development they have done, the kind of brand equity which is lying in the minds of the people, satisfied consumers you have.
So something like sub 900 could be a good price to invest in Maruti.
I would say anything in 3 digits.
Anything in 3 digits.
Yeah.
But is brokerage a good business to own?
There are entry barriers. When you are in the business, then it's a cyclical thing. See, there's no doubt that it is cyclical, and it is dependent on sentiment of the investor. So we say that index is at 19,000, sentiment is 9,000, and cost structure is at 29,000. Cost structure is very high. So how do you? My revenue is at 1/3 of my cost structure. So how do I meet that out? And that's an entrepreneurial challenge. And if you are able to pass through this challenging time, I'm sure. Of course, you have to manage your cost well, because revenue I don't have any control. Right now, whether you want to trade or not, you want to do.
That is a function of market.
That's function of market and sentiment of the investor. So I have very little control.
So let me ask this question to Ramdev Agarwal, the investor. Are you looking at investing in brokerage stocks? They've given an option to invest.
My portfolio is loaded with my ownership in Motilal Oswal Securities, so I don't have to further increase the risk in my balance sheet. In any case, I don't understand any other company as well as I understand my own company. So if at all I buy at some point of time, I'll buy more of Motilal Oswal Security shares only.
Is Reliance a good contra buy at these levels, or currently Reliance has potential to underperform further?
Frankly speaking, I think it will underperform for some more time, but when I say underperform, obviously something big is going to happen. It has underperformed for a pretty long time already. So it is out of frustration that we are saying so. So their game plan in whether in telecom or some PATCAM or some gas assets, something is about to happen, maybe few months.
So what is the biggest risk for Reliance? E&P policy, KG-D6 production, or unnecessary diversification?
I think one is this regulatory thing which is we are hearing in the press that they have been able to manage so far, but could it go out of hand, in some way? So that we don't know. What exactly is there. Second is that being able to allocate huge cash flow which they have, 25,000-30,000 crores in and out, and now This BP money is also coming in. So to find attractive investment opportunities for those kind of assets.
Is it too late to buy Bharti now, or do you think the best time for Bharti is yet to come, and now when Bharti will come back, they will come back as a much more resilient company?
Yeah, I would think so, because see, the stocks move because of change of perception. Change of fundamental will always follow. So there is a change of perception about what could Bharti do in next 3-4 years, whether it is the African venture of theirs or the I think market is a lot more sensitive to the local competitive structure. Post in last 6 months, whatever has happened in 2G, 3G scam, one thing which has come out is that broadly Bharti has remained out of this all these controversies.
So at 400, Bharti is not expensive.
No, if the expectation of major restructuring in the competitive landscape happens, where from a buyer's market, telecom services go to even or for brief period as seller's market, because look at the competitive structure. It's a very crazy thing. I mean, it's such a huge industry, such a promising industry. You have number one making 10-12,000 crores profit, and maybe number 2, number 3 are making some money, but 4, 5, 6 they are losing almost $1 billion a year. So how can this kind of competition continue? Who's going to pay for it? Forget about the regulatory thing. But so market forces will decide. Forces of capitalism will decide that you cannot take losses for a long time.
But where are you convinced that you want to allocate disproportionate amount of money? Markets are negative, and you are ready to take that risk.
Central bank allocated, I would say by my standards I have allocated disproportionate, but it has not, briefly it worked, but so far it has not worked for me. I mean, I'm below my purchase price or at my purchase price after the ITC show. So now it is testing our patience. In value investing, this is the main thing. You have to supply unlimited patience. So we said we'll wait for 5 years to make it 5 times. So first year has gone without making money. 1 year has gone without making money. So what is then the store for next 4 years is a question of only you have to wait through.
Are you ready to allocate disproportionate amount of money to State Bank of India, because markets are getting a sense that Q4 numbers were not all that strong, the chairman is not bothered about minority shareholder, there is too much of pessimism there now?
It's there. I mean, see, the franchise of SBI is much bigger than any of these controversies, let me tell you. There is only one State Bank and there is only one opportunity like this. But it's so sad that change of chairman can create so much of discontinued kind of upheaval in the entire financials. So I think that danger remains because the chairman will change again in 3 years. So I think with this kind of negative surprises, the one is destroying unnecessarily, apart from lack of productivity or your PSU issues. I mean, whatever you achieve, that also is destroying in the minds of people, because with this kind of shocks, even a kind of a very long-term investor like us, we also tend to start believing that the company is not worth the kind of premium valuation.
So you have not sold your State Bank of India?
I have not sold, but that discomfort remains in the mind.
Mr. Agarwal, what a delight to have you on ET Now. Thank you for joining us.
Pleasure.